Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I want to tell you about a client of mine who received over 100 bookings this month. He's in the home service industry, and I was thinking, if I had to use Fiverr, if I was just starting, and I had to use Fiverr to replicate the service that I performed for him, how would I do it? I came up with a really good idea, and I want to share it with you. So watch this. This video is dedicated to Darren Marion. I love you, brother. If you have a 10-page website and last time you updated your Facebook or put any pictures on Facebook was 2014, you have one YouTube video, you have about 90 days left before you're going to be invisible online. And I think you already know that. That's the reason why you're watching this video. What worked a year ago just isn't working anymore, right? So I rank clients right here on Google Maps. This is my specialty. I rank them right here, but clients are getting less phone calls because there's more places for people who are doing the searching to go and more ways to click. Well, first of all, right here in Google, they could click the AI mode right here, right? So they click AI mode and they want to get an electrician in New York and they don't feel like looking. What Google's going to do is they are going to scrape the web, scrape reviews, go through the website and give the client the best search. So this way, the client doesn't have to go clicking around and looking around, right? Because why is that? Because Google has to make it as easy as possible for the person doing the search to get what they need and get it fast. And this is easier to find somebody than going through maps. Guys, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you for watching my video. Some people don't have the time to do this themselves. Please feel free. Come over to my website. It's mindsaw.com right here. And just click the Let's Talk button, fill out this short form. We'll get back to you, see if we're a good match, see if we're a good fit for one another. All right, guys. And the other thing is that people are using LLMs like ChatGPT and Perplexity, and they're asking them, I need an affordable electrician in New York. I need a plumber near me that, won't rip me off. People are putting the oddest things in these large language models. And what they do is, what the language models do is they come up with the best choices for them. I have a client, he's getting 40% of his calls from ChatGPT. And when I show you how to do these things in Fiverr, you're also going to be relevant in ChatGPT as well. So let's jump over to Fiverr. So the first thing we need to do is we need to work on our website. So I'm just going to pick the person who's on the bottom. I am not saying any disparaging marks about this website. It's only because it's on the bottom. And the reason why it's on the bottom of the page is because the on-page SEO probably needs some work, right? So the first thing that I would do is I would go on Fiverr, and I'll help you with this, is I would go on Fiverr and get a WordPress design developer, a WordPress developer that knows local SEO. And what they need to do is change all your tags, right? Your title tags, your H tags, right? Just change your tags and optimize your website for the area that you service. Now, look, this fella is in New York. He thinks he could take over the whole New York by putting New York, Manhattan. New York is broken up into East Village, Lower, downtown, uptown, right? The east side, the west side, midtown. You should specialize in an area. Gramercy Park, New York City electrician, right? First establish the strike zone there. What I mean is, like, first get ranked in your local area before you take over the entire city. So you give that instruction over to your WordPress developer. You let them know what city you're in, what town you're in, and optimize the website for that. You come over to the website. It's called Fiverr. You type in WordPress, local SEO, right? Over here it says detail. Go to top rated Go to top rated so you know you're getting somebody good. And probably for under $50, you could get somebody. See this on-page, off-page services? Something like this. It's $109. You could get somebody cheaper, right? But find somebody that could work on your word. See, rank number 1 WordPress, SEO, GEO, AEO. Those are terms for large language models like ChatGPT, right? You give it over to one of these guys for $62, have them fix your website. So step 1 is you have to fix your website. You're not going to rank if your website's jacked up. You're just not. So fix your website first. The second is make sure that person, make sure that they don't have OpenAI blocked on your WordPress site. In the back end, as you can see right here, I'm pointing to it right now, right? Make sure that the back end is not blocked. The robot's text is not blocked. If it is, have them uncheck it. A lot of people don't know that, and it's one of the reasons why you're not showing up in ChatGPT. So I know everybody here probably has a Google Search Console already hooked up to your website. Here's what a little birdie told me. In order to be found in ChatGPT, it helps, let me move this over. It helps more if you're in Bing Webmaster Tools. And you're like, Bing, who's using it? I know. ChatGPT uses Bing Webmaster Tools as well to get you found in ChatGPT search. So I know you don't know how to do it. You come over to Fiverr, you type in Bing Webmaster Tools, seller details, look for top rated seller, right? And pick one of these guys, $15 to $30. Have them set up all your Bing tool, Webmaster Tools, and if they need to set up Search Console, right? But somebody right here. So for $15 to $30, you can get that done. Now, it's Google Search Console, which you probably already have, and Bing, which you may not have. Once you have Bing Webmaster Tools, you need to fill everything out like you do in Search Console, right? Make sure everything is filled out, all the questions that they ask, where you're from, upload pictures, what you do, right? Really, really important because that's going to be fed into ChatGPT. So once again, find somebody on Fiverr who could set this up for you. Guys, I created a free checklist in the link below. All you have to do is click the link and get the free PDF, and it's everything you need to rank on Google Maps and ChatGPT. That's my gift to you. It's so easy to get ripped off in this industry. I spoke to somebody last month where a firm wanted to charge them $20,000 to get found in Apple Maps. Okay? This is a service you could get on Fiverr for $15. Talk about a profit, right? So once again, go to seller details, type in Apple Maps, find a seller and get somebody to get you in on Apple Maps. Now there's other maps also. You want to be in Google Maps, you want to be in Bing Maps, right? And maps.com, right? So you may have to do them yourself, or if you just type in, you go to Google and just type in maps, and it only takes a couple of minutes just to fill out the form and add your business. But add your business all to Maps because like Safari naturally uses Apple Maps, right? So your iPhone uses Apple Maps. So you need to be on Apple Maps. That's the big one, right? That's the big one. So you could see if, Fiverr has people to do different types of maps, but if not, you could do it yourself. But definitely have somebody do Apple Maps to make sure that it's set up, the right way. Once again, just go to seller details, find a, oh, here we go, level 1 seller, right? Hit apply, and there we go, see? And find somebody that will set up your business on Google. I see, here we go, right here, watch this. Right, so type this into Google, into Fiverr, Apple Maps, right? Pick a level 1, and this guy, Saber AS. I will set up your business on Google Maps, Apple Maps, and Bing Maps. There you go. Oh, look at that. He also does for $20. He also does Yahoo and Yelp, and there you go. There's your guy right here, Saber S. Now, listen, I never used Saber S. I'm sure he's a fabulous person, but I never used him. So I neither denounce or endorse Saber S. But for me, if I was doing it, I would use Saber S, right? Right here. Check this guy out. So when somebody's doing a search on ChatGPT, for example, they're going to write a little bit more. They're going to write something like, find me an affordable electrician in NYC, right? And then what GPT will do is go through all the listings, the reviews, go through the websites, right? And come up with their answer. Now, one of the ways that GPT goes through the website is something called markup schema, right? Schema markup. So what that is, it's the code behind the website. It lets Google and ChatGPT and Bing, it lets them know what you do and where you do it. If you don't have it, you may miss getting on sites like ChatGPT. So come over to Fiverr, type in website schema. Most people, 9 out of 10 people, have WordPress, right? So maybe we put in WordPress, right? Website schema, right? And then we'll come over here to seller details, right? We want to do that. We want to level a top rated, right? Because we don't want any nonsense when we're doing this. And there we go. We get somebody right here, $15, right? $25, and make sure you make a backup of your website just in case, one of these guys make a mistake. However, they're level 1. You want to look to see, 726 people left reviews with a 4.9. So, for me, I'm not telling you what to do. I would feel trustworthy to give the guy my website and make sure he adds the proper schema markup on my website so I could be found just like one of my clients that's here for find me an affordable electrician. People write a whole bunch of stuff into ChatGPT, right? They write a whole book and they want to get the best search for just one term. And ChatGPT goes out, checks your reviews, checks the website, checks, Reddit posts, and puts together a compilation of the best answers, and then gives you just served up on a plate, like, okay, here's the 3 that we recommend, and people trust that, right? So if you want to be found in ChatGPT, you need to have schema markup on your website, and just pick one of these fellas. I would take somebody like right here for $25. All right. So you want to get guest posts. You want to get your business name on other people's websites. Now, from Fiverr, I do not suggest any backlinks, meaning that when they click the link on their website, it goes back to your website. What I suggest is that they write an article, or you write the article, you write the blog post, right? Send it over to them. You could do that in GPT or Claude. Great. They write great articles. And the only thing is I want brand mentions. So, for example, ABC plumbing, right? You want that in the article. You want the article to say that you're from Tampa, Florida, or from New York City, or whatever area, right? So you want brand mentions. You want your brand mentioned inside the blog. I wouldn't do any backlinks from a guest post back to my website. I would just have brand mentions unlinked You don't need them linked, and just have the article written on several different blog sites. Once again, you could come over to seller details, click a top rated seller, right? Click apply and find somebody, a couple of dollars, $10, right? And I would type in home improvement guest posts. So, if you're an electrician, a plumber, a roofer, you don't need specific. As long as it's on a home improvement type website, we could add an article, a blog article. Just make sure there's no link going back to your website. You just want that when ChatGPT is searching the web, it's going to pull out your brand, what you do, and where you do it. All right, guys, you did a good thing by waiting till the end, because this was the best one. It's press releases. Press releases move the needle more than anything else that I've spoken about. Now, look, you need the foundation. If you're trying to be found in ChatGPT or Google about red shoes and your website doesn't say it, right? You're not going to be found for that. So you have to get the foundation right. You need to make sure that you'll be able to be searched by opening up the robots text file, right? To open it up, OpenAI, and for Google, it's in the back of WordPress. Everything that we spoke before. You need you need a schema markup. You need on-page optimization, right? So now when your website's like a sponge now. Now it's able to take in everything that you're throwing at it. And the best thing that you could throw at it is press releases, right? So you could come over here to Fiverr. Once again, right? We do that thing where we find our top rated seller. Doing this. Okay. So you find a top rated seller, right? And you just find somebody that does press releases in the US. That's what you want. One of the questions that you want to ask them is, how long does my press release stay up for? The real good ones stay for about 90 days, right? But that's a question that you want to ask. I assume the ones that cost more money may stay up longer on news sites like CNBC, NBC, CBS, ABC, right? These press releases go to those websites, and they pick them up, right? So they'll also write the press release for you. They'll write the press release. You check it, you okay it, and then you send it over. Now, a press release, you can have the link coming back to your website. Once again, you want them to talk about what you do and where you do it. Maybe you added a new service. Press releases always need to be written in third person. It's not, it's like a reporter's talking about what you did. And they'll write that press release, but you just got to give them the details, right? You want to let them know to please write it about what you do, where you do it, and include your name, address, and phone number, your NAP, including your website with your link. Okay? All right, so that's really super important. Guys, I hope you like this lesson today. This is going to help you moving from now until the next 90 days. This is just a Band-Aid on a pipe, right? This is just getting everything ready. This needs to be done all the time. This needs to be done sometimes 2-3 times a month, right? Especially like the press releases and the guest blogs and the guest posts and getting new citations like that. That's why people hire agencies like mine, right? Because you have your business and you're working 24 hours. There's only 24 hours in a day, and you already spent 16 or 17 working. Who has time to do this, right? So that's why people hire someone like me. My name is Brett. I'm from Mindsaw. Looks like it stopped raining. Maybe I'll go to Costco tonight. Big night out, go to Costco. But like I was saying, maybe... if it's something that you'd like to do, if you'd like to talk with me, just come over to my website. It's right here. It's just Mindsaw, right? Click the talk with us button. I don't try to sign anybody up. I just, first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I just want to find out about your business, what you do, where you do it. And then I have a discovery meeting with you. And my discovery meeting is like, hey, where are you trying to rank? What are you trying to do? And then I come back with a third meeting, a solutions meeting. And my solutions meeting is basically like, hey, this is what you said, and this is what I could do. And if I can't do anything, I'm not going to take you as a client, right? If I feel I could help you, I'll show you why I feel that way. And if you agree to, then we work together, right? So there's no pressure. Worst comes to worst, you learn something about your business. But in the meantime, I would do these 7 or 8 things right away. Guys, be good to your family, right? I know sometimes business could be tough and you come home, you take it out on your family, or you're sitting in your office all day, right? Get up, help your wife or your husband out. Be good to your kids, especially if they're little, right? Especially if you have young kids. Take some time to take them out, right? Do things with them. It's so important. It's so important. And take care of your health. One of the things that I speak about all the time is a coronary artery scan. Coronary artery scan. You go to your doctor, your primary care doctor, you get a prescription for a coronary artery scan. You bring it over to an imaging center, like places that do MRIs. You lay down on the table. The machine doesn't go over your face, so don't worry about that. And what it does is it does an MRI of your chest to let you know how much plaque you have in your arteries. You could be thin, you could be in shape, and your arteries can be clogged. If you're over 50 years old, please, it's only $75. Forget everything else that I said today. Forget everything else that I say. Do this, please. If you don't know your coronary artery score, if I saw you in person and I shook your hand and I said, what's your coronary? If you told me you didn't know, I'm going to insist that you go to your primary care doctor, get a prescription, take that prescription, bring it over to an imaging center, lay down on the table for 15 minutes, and in 3 days, your doctor will call you and let you know. Right? My numbers are 12. 12. It goes from 0 to 400. When you're between 300 and 400, you're in a lot of trouble. Those are the guys. Oh, I couldn't believe it. Doctor said I was 95% clogged. I was 2 days away from a heart attack. Like I told my friend, the heart attack isn't the problem. You know what the problem is? The stroke. When you have to have other people taking care of you. That's the problem. So please go get a coronary artery scan. And once you do it, please tell 10 other people. This is really, really important. Please do that, right? I'm passionate about health. I'm passionate about my family. I'm passionate about SEO. I love to help businesses because I love when they're making money and they can help their family. I love sneakers and I love guitars and I love iPads. I love iPads. I love iPads so much. I wish I could do a show on the iPad. I love it. Best invention in the 21st century. It's the greatest. Guys, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.